Okay, this is just a quick overview on a couple of wine oxygenators, or whatever the correct name is. We used to use this one from Costco. You can buy these for 30 bucks all day long. They're pretty nice. They got a little fish, little steel mesh net in there. A couple little holes drilled through the side here. You pour the wine through the top. Goes down and aerates. Hold it right over your wine glass or whatever you have. I don't have a wine glass laying out here right now. We thought that worked pretty good until friends told us about one of these. If you look at the packaging, and you can see here the brand name, or get on the internet and look at it, but it gives you an idea of the different types of wine oxygenators that there are out there, to include the Costco one right there, or it's not Costco's brand. But this is like a 450% increase in aeration. When you run it through here once, it's 750%, and if you run it through there the second time, which is really the second half of the first trip, it's 1,000% increase. So I just want to show you that real quick. This comes with a couple of parts. This clips on right there, and I didn't bring it out for the video, but it's got a nice little chrome cap that goes on there as well. So I'll take that out for now and link the box so you can see the brand. I'll set it up there out of the way. And I'm going to start with the second half, which is, because I don't want to take up time just to wash this in the video. But let's pretend we've already poured the wine, we've washed this, and so we got some soap and water. We just go through there, get it out real good. I used to just rinse them, and then you build up little pieces of black, maybe mold or whatever, I don't know, but anyway. So then you rinse it out in the sink. Just turn the sink on, rinse it out. What we found was this Wine Enthusiast wine decanter dryers. They come in a little Ziploc bag. So I usually just use a towel and dry off the outside and just the mouth here of this ozonator or oxygenator, whatever it's called. So I just dry the top out like that. And then you hang this little bad boy in there, socked with the beads, just like that. And literally in about 10 minutes, or like 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, that entire decanter is going to be dry. So that's a really slick piece of gear for you to look into. I think they were 15 or 20 bucks on Amazon. Buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. So I'm going to put him back in the bag for now. Lay that to the side. Of course, I got my handy dandy jackrabbit. Use the jackrabbit to get the foil off the top. Lift the handle, go down into this cork. Pulls the cork out. Then I drop it down one more time, and the cork falls out. So that's that. Now let me show you how this works. Put that on, turn that upside down on the bottle of wine, and we're drinking Double Dog Dare. We tried 2 Buck Chuck and didn't like it quite as much. If you catch this on sale and use your frequent flyer miles from Total Wines, it's about $3.49, I think, a bottle. So that goes through like that, and like I said, it's going to give you about a 750% increase in aeration. And what it does is, a lot of times with a glass of wine, people say you pour the red wine, and then ideally you could have a lean-to for it to sit on, maximizing your surface area rather than just the size of the glass. You could elongate the surface area, breeze, 45 minutes, all that kind of stuff. It's the whole joke when you sample red wine at a restaurant, all you're tasting for is vinegar to tell you if you had a cork leak or not. You're really not tasting to see if the wine's any good. So we do this, and by getting all this surface area and all this surface area during this aeration process, that's what takes a lot of the bitterness out of the wine. So you can see it just takes a couple seconds here. Again, this was a 450% increase over just a bottle of wine. That's 750% increase, and then flip it right back over. And you might want to hang on to it. I've been known to reach around the kitchen and grab other stuff, but you got to be careful. And so this will give us about 1,000% increase in aeration. I did a blind test with my son. I poured 4 glasses of wine, 1 with no aeration, 2 with the Costco or the little glass Vinturi brand aerator there, 3 one time through this one, and the fourth glass 2 times through this one. Blind taste test for my son and for my wife, and in both instances they agreed that running it twice through this was the greatest thing since sliced bread. You can run it through once. There's how it works. Good luck and some great products. The menu wine breather designed by Norm. Never seen them discounted. They typically run about 50 bucks and you don't find them really any cheaper. And then you get 2 packages. So there's 2 of these little snakes with beads in there that dry it out after you wash it out. And they're 15 or 20 bucks for the 2 of them. Okay, have a great night.